Hi guys, Ishpreet here. Welcome back to Sleek and Natty. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make a smart denim jacket with sleeves like this one from an old pair of jeans that you've got lying at your house. It's winter time and I'm sure that this DIY denim jacket will be very useful for you. So let's get started. So this is an old pair of men's jeans that I had lying with me, which I'll be converting into a jacket today. And for this DIY you need men's jeans because a lady's jeans won't have enough fabric to make a jacket out of it. To begin with, we will unstitch the pockets at the back of the jeans. You don't really have to unstitch the entire pocket and you can leave it remaining attached at its top edge like this. After this, fold the pants in half. Now we will first cut the sleeves of the jacket from the jeans. So from its bottom edge, measure about 18 inch and mark a line there. This is because I want the sleeve length to be 17.5 inches and I am keeping half an inch extra for stitching allowance. After the sleeves, we have to cut the main body of the jacket. So for this, fold up the pockets both in the front and the back. And now because I want the length of my jacket to be 18 inches, so I am marking a line at a distance of 19 inches from the line that we just marked, leaving 1 inch as stitching allowance. And now just cut straight along both these lines. From this part we'll be making the sleeves and we'll keep it aside for the time being. This is the part which we'll be using right now to make the main body of the jacket, and we'll be using this top part as well later on. Okay, so let's start working on this piece and begin by opening it. And now we have to remove this zip part by cutting it off like this. After this, we'll cut along this center line to separate the two halves. Next step is to open up these side stitches, but we'll not cut these out. Instead, we will turn the pants inside out and then open up these stitches so that we'll not lose the extra cloth which is folded up inside these stitches. After removing the stitches, you can open up the pant pieces, and if there are any pockets attached like this, then you can cut and remove these. Next, place these two pieces on top of each other and turn these around so that their wider part is towards the lower side. And now you have to fold it, but while folding, remember that you don't have to fold it exactly in half. Instead, you have to fold it along this line like this. After folding, we have to draw the outline of the neck on it. I am keeping the depth of the neck as 2.5 inch and I am keeping its width as 3 inch. And now you just have to join these 2 points with a curved line. After this, take any t-shirt of yours which fits you well, fold it in half and place it on the pant piece such that the outer corner of its neck lies on the outer corner of the neckline that we just made. And then use it as a guide to mark the shoulder line. After the shoulder line, we have to mark the armhole, and for this it will be better to take a sleeveless top, fold it in half and place it on the shoulder line that we just marked, and then use it as a guide to trace the armhole. Also at this point, measure the length of your armhole and keep it in mind as we will be needing it later on. And now we'll just cut out this shape that we've marked. After cutting the top part, draw a straight line roughly on the side from the armhole to the bottom edge and then cut along it. Open it up and then place the two pieces on top of each other such that their right sides are facing each other, and then give a straight stitch along the shoulder line. I'm here using a sewing machine, but you can also do this with the help of thread and needle. And after the stitching is done, this is how the main body of your jacket will look. You can now keep it aside and take the part of your jeans which we had cut for making the sleeves. Take the two parts and place these on top of each other such that their side seams are on the same side and their bottom edges are exactly on top of each other. We will now mark the outline of our sleeves, and this will start by marking a point on the side which is opposite to this side seam. Then mark another point at a distance from the first point which is equal to the length of the armhole that we had measured earlier. For example, in my case, the length of the armhole was 7 inches, so I am marking this second point at a distance of 7 inches from the first point. And finally, we'll draw another point 1 inch below this point. And then join this first point to this point with the help of a curved line which looks roughly like a flattened S. And now we have to mark the wrist part of our sleeve. For this, take any shirt of yours, place it on your jeans piece like this, and then mark a point about half an inch away from the edge of your wrist for stitching allowance. Finally, join these 2 points with a straight line and then you can cut out the sleeve, but while cutting, make sure that you do not cut out this side seam as we'll be needing it later on. Before opening up the sleeves, mark the center point with a chalk on the top edge of both the sleeves. Now it's time to attach the sleeves to the main body. So open the main body like this. Take the sleeve, open it up, place it on the main body like this with the right sides facing each other. Also make sure that the center point that we had marked on the sleeve lies on the shoulder line of the main body of the jacket. And now stitch the sleeve to the armhole part of the main body like this. And similarly stitch the other sleeve to the other armhole. The sleeves are attached now, and this is how they look at this moment. Just fold it like this and you can see it taking the shape of a jacket already. All we have to do is close it from the sides, and for this we will turn it inside out and then give a stitch on the sides like this. I have given the stitches on the sides now, so now let's turn it to the right side. And because it's a jacket, so it should be open from the front, so we will cut it only the front layer, not the back layer. And as you can see, I am cutting on one side of this center seam and not over it, so that it becomes a part of one side of the jacket. Also, this side which got the center seam does not need hemming, but we have to hem the other side, for which you have to fold it inside twice like this and then give a straight stitch over it. Also, now comes the time to use these pieces which were left out once we had cut out the sleeves. Basically, we'll be cutting out these stitch strips from both these pieces like this. And we will cut one of these strips into two halves. Keep these strips aside and then take this top portion which was left out from our jeans. Remove the pockets from it and cut these a bit because we don't need these to be as big. Okay, so now we've got one long strip, one strip cut into two halves and these two pockets. We will stitch this long strip on one side of the jacket so that both the sides look same, and stitch the short strips and the pockets on the front side of the jacket like this. You can even stick these with the help of fabric glue if you don't want to stitch these. Next, again take the leftover upper part of the jeans, open the button and then cut out this strip from it. And stitch or stick it on the back side of the jacket like this. And now we have to work on the neckline of our jacket. For this we will cut the waistband from the leftover part of the jeans. Before cutting off the waistband, cut and remove these loops. Also, when you cut the waistband, don't cut it exactly on the line but cut some extra cloth with it, like I have done here, as this extra cloth will be used for stitching. And once you've removed the waistband, fold it in half and cut it into two equal pieces. We now have to stitch these bands to the neckline. For this, place the band on the jacket like this, such that its right side is facing the right side of the jacket. But before stitching it, we have to cut it to its required length. For this, place it like this. It should not be exactly in line with the side of the jacket, but a little ahead of it. And then take it to the middle of the back of the neck and cut it there, leaving a little margin for stitching. Similarly, take the other half of the band, place it on the jacket just like this, and then cut this one also to its required length. Now join these two pieces by placing them on top of each other such that their right sides are facing each other, and then give a straight stitch close to the edge. So now you can see that these two pieces are joined and it has become one continuous band. We will now stitch it to the neckline by placing it like this and then giving a stitch all around the neckline. Once done, this is how it will look. So now our jacket is almost ready and the only thing left to be done is to hem the lower edge. If you want, you can hem it by folding it inside and giving a stitch over it. But I will not hem it and let it be like this and then put it in the washing machine to get a rough fringe effect, which I will show you later on. Also, we have to do something about this patch, which can be seen from the area from where we had removed the pockets. For this, one option is to take fabric patches like these and stick these on the patch area as well as other areas of the jacket using fabric glue. You can even stitch these if you want. Also, I provided the link for buying these fabric patches online in the description box below this video. The second option is to give it a distressed or ripped look. For this, just give a few cuts over the patch area randomly in the front as well as the back, and then put it in the washing machine for a wash. It will get this cool, distressed and ripped look once it dries up. Also, the bottom edge of the jacket will get this frayed effect and these fringes because we had not hemmed it. Basically, after washing, the random cuts that you had given will fray out like this, and if you want white patches like this, then you will have to take a plucker or tweezer and pull out the blue vertical threads like this so that the white horizontal threads start becoming visible. Keep doing this and the white patch will keep getting bigger. Finally, I am also sticking these fabric patches with the help of fabric glue randomly on the patch as well as other areas of the jacket. So here we go, my jacket is all ready. I hope you found this video useful. Do subscribe to my channel for more such videos and connect with me on my Instagram, Facebook and Twitter accounts. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.